Hiya, welcome back to Vw Campers. So just behind you there is our swivel seat on our front passenger seat, and I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration on how this one works. It's a really simple thing to do, but it's just a bit more of a technique to get that right before, to make it as easy as possible. So I'll talk you through that one now. Right, so hopefully you can see everything okay in this shot. So yeah, we've got the swivel seat here. It's, as I say, pretty simple to do, but it's just more of a technique. So I'll show you what we need to do. If I bring you down here first of all, down here you've got these two nuts, and what you want to do is just undo these, and they should be fairly easy to undo. And I'll try and show you in a bit more detail just so it's obvious, but hopefully you can see just here this little pin. So you've got these slots here, and that pin needs to come through the slot. So once it's undone, just pull the bolt up and then turn it 90 degrees so that those pins come through the slot, and then it locks. And then we just repeat that on the other bolt on the other side. There we go. So once that's loose, we're just going to turn it around until those pins come through the slots, and then turn it 90 degrees. And then if we just go to the front of the van, you've got another two exactly the same process on the front here. So we'll just repeat that now on the front. Okay, so we've got our two pins on the back released here, the same on the front. A couple of other little tips just before we go to moving the seat. First of all, make sure the driver's armrest is facing up, makes it a bit easier. And also these two headrests, you want to just push the little clip here and just make sure they're down as low as they will go. That just makes it a bit easier when you're rotating at the front. And then the last little tip is just open the passenger door. Whoops. Just open the passenger door ever so slightly. And then what we're going to do is just push the seat forwards to start with, as far as it will go. Then the next rotation, we're going to push this right-hand corner up towards the driver's steering wheel. So we make that first bit like that, and just keep going all the way around. Again, this is why it's easy now to have the driver's armrest up. And then once you get to there, it's going to want to get a bit sort of caught on this corner, but because that's only the soft cushion, we can just squash that in. So we're going to just sort of squash that bit in there like that, and then it comes around nice and easily. And then you can either have that seat sort of back in towards the rear of the cab, or if you want, you can sort of push it right up towards the front to give you the most space. And that's really as simple as it is. There's just a few little tips there with the door and the headrests just to make it easy and give you the most space to rotate that. And yeah, you can just leave this like however you want while you're camping. Obviously have to state the obvious that you've got to turn it back round and lock it in position before you can drive anywhere. So let's just go through putting it back into the forward facing position now. Okay, so we'll just go through putting the seat back the other way. Similar to the bed and everything else on the channel, it's just a reverse process, but everything has its own little technique. So we'll start off just by pulling that back towards us and pushing this top corner back in towards the passenger side. Again, just squashing that corner of the seat in there. And then at that point, when it gets to about this angle, it wants to sort of just slightly catch on the handbrake. So you want to just try and help it a little bit by pulling it towards the sliding door. You can just sort of get your fingers behind this bit of the seat here, and then you can just pull that last rotation round. And then there we go, that's it back into the forward facing position, and we'll just lock those bolts back in place now. So now we've got the seat in the right position. There's no white base plate showing here, so we know those bolt holes should be mostly lined up. Now all you need to do is turn these till those pins drop back through the slots, and you should find that the bolts locate themselves fairly easily. So they'll screw down very easily. If there's a bit of resistance, then it means that the base isn't lined up quite properly. So just want to screw those down like that. They don't need to be tight. You just want to screw it down just until that nut and washer touch each other, and then just, nip it up, give it a little tweak. And then we'll do the same with this one. So I've actually managed to get this base perfectly lined up this time, which is great. If you find that these bolts aren't quite going in perfectly, all you need to do is just grab a bit of the seat, like the hinge up here or something, and just give it a little bit of a woggle around until those bolts feel like they drop perfectly into position. So there we go, just nip that up, and then we'll just go and do the same on the front. So again, just going to turn that till that pin drops down. That one's gone in fine, and then do the same with that. Okay, so here's quite a good example actually. So that one there hasn't quite dropped into position properly. So you can see it's a bit off. So all I'm going to do is just give the seat a little bit of a move around like that, and there we go. That's now dropped into position and is screwing down nicely. So we'll just screw that all the way down till that washer touches. There we go, and then just another quarter turn to nip it up tight. Same with this side. Washer touches, little quarter turn. So there we go, and that is as simple as it gets really with the swivel seat. As I say, more of a technique than anything. So yeah, hopefully that helps you to show you how it works. So there we go, that was a quick demonstration on the swivel seat in our camper van. For anyone that's interested, this is a Kiravans swivel base seat. Really simple, really good system, and just helps give you a bit more space in the back of the van when you're camping. So yeah, pop over to the channel, give us a like and subscribe. Helps you find the videos a bit quicker when you're out and about if you need to see how a particular part of the van works. But yeah, that's it for now, and we'll be back again soon. Cheers then, bye.